Hi CCC family, it's Dawn Marie with Custom Comfy Crochet. I hope you had a wonderful holiday season, whatever you celebrate. And I'm back and I want to show you how to do this really cool mosaic moss stitch. And all it is basically is you're manipulating your stitches and your colors to make something that looks really cool, okay? So yeah, lots of fun, really easy, would definitely consider this beginner. Let's get into the materials. So for your materials today, I'm using a 4.5mm hook. You will need a pair of scissors and a darning needle to work in your ends. You can also work in these ends as you go, or you may want to leave them if you're making a scarf or anything like that. So that's up to you. I would like to say, as you can see, this is trying to curl a little bit down here. I noticed a little bit of curling. And the way to fix that would be to go up in hook size. So you could go up to like a 5 or a 5.5, and then you would probably have no curling whatsoever out of this. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that. But yeah, really easy. Now I'm going to be using, I used black and different basic primary colors in here. And the black really makes those stand out. As you can see, it almost makes them look neon. So using a base color for this and alternating really makes a difference on how your colors pop out at you. You don't have to use black. You can use gray. You can use any of, you know, the regular solid colors. It doesn't have to be a muted color, but using a muted color like black or gray, dark gray, light gray will also cause your colors to pop. So just remember that, but you can really use any colors you like in this. All right, and so I'm going to use this light gray so that it'll pick up well on camera because it's hard to see the black stitches as we're working. So I'm going to use the gray as my base and bring in some other colors. But yeah. Okay, so let's get into the tutorial. So this is worked in odd numbers, so any kind of odd number will work. And so we're going to start off, for the sake of the video, we're going to start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17, okay? So we're just gonna start off with 17. And what you're going to do is you're simply going to single crochet in the second chain from your hook. So go right into the second chain and put a single crochet. And then you're gonna do single crochets going all the way down. And then after you get to the end of this row of single crochets, you're going to chain 1 and turn your work. And then you're going to be working in this first stitch right here that you see, so not the one coming out where the loop is, but this first stitch here. And you're going to be working into the back loop of the stitch. So here's the front loop, and right here is the back loop. So you're going to do a single crochet into the back loop only. So a lot of times when you're reading a pattern, you would see SC for single crochet, and then you would see BLO for back loop only. So go into this stitch in the back loop, pull up, and do a single crochet just like this. And you're gonna do this all the way down, doing single crochets into the back loop. Just like this, all the way down. Remember, when you get to your last stitch, it can be hard to find, especially when you're working in the back loop. When you look through the front, it almost looks like this might be a stitch. Pay attention to your other stitches as well, because it'll let you know that that definitely isn't the back loop. But turn it over on its side and you can see the V here, and then still work in the back loop here. I just wanted to show it to you because that last stitch can be confusing. So after you finish your last single crochet into the back loop, you're going to cut off, and we're going to introduce a color. Okay, so we're going to cut off. But like I said, you can work these in as you go. You could even pull that back over and work it in onto your next one. I'm not going to be doing that for the video, but I did want to show you can do that. So as you're crocheting along, when you got down to right about here, you could pull this forward like this and work over it. And that way you won't have so many ends to work in because you are cutting a lot for this. So now I'm going to bring in my blue yarn, go right into my first stitch right here. And I'm going to bring this in with a chain 1. And then I'm going to work over this piece as I go. Then right into this first one that we just worked that color into the chain 1, we're going to do a single crochet. And then for our next stitch, we're going to work into the back loop, and we're going to do 1 single crochet into the back loop. And then into our next stitch, instead of working into this stitch, we're going to work into the stitch below. And the best way to do this, because it can be confusing where to work at, you want to look at the stitches before. So this one lined up for here, this one lined up for here, so this one will line up for here, this one right there. So let me just get my darning needle so I can show you where we're going to be working. So we're going to be working into these front loops that we left open in our last round. Okay, so in the last round you did single crochets in the back loop. Now you're going to be working in that front loop that you left, and that's these stitches right here. As you can see, they're pointing out right here. You can see them going all the way down, okay? So now what you're going to do, still working over this piece here, I'm going to double crochet into that front loop. So I'm going to double crochet, yarn over, and go down right here into this front loop that we missed, pull up, and complete a double crochet. Go through 2, go through 2. And then in my next stitch, I'm going to do like I did before, I'm going to single crochet into the back loop only. And then again, I'm going to go down into the front loop down here to work my double crochet. And then into the next stitch, I'm going to do a single crochet into the back loop. And then again, I'm going to double crochet down here into the front loop. And so as you can see, because we're doing the single crochets in between, you can see these that we're missing here in the middle, okay? And so again, going into this next back loop single crochet, then working in this front loop doing a double crochet, and then again single crochet into the back loop, and then again double crochet into this front loop down below, and again single crochet into the back loop, double crochet into that front loop below, single crochet into the back loop, and double crochet below, just like that. And then into this last stitch, instead of working to the front or the back or anything like that, you're going to do just like we did in the beginning, and that's where we just place a regular single crochet. And this is just to keep your sides nice and square. So instead of going into any back loops or anything, you're just going to go through both, under both loops, and do a single crochet. Okay? And so now, instead of going to a different color, I'm going to bring my gray in again. So I'm going to cut this off. I'm going to pull through to close. And then I'm going to bring my gray back again before I go to another color. And so now I'm going to go right into this first single crochet here, this first stitch. And I'm going to bring in my gray color just like I did with the blue. I'm going to bring it in with a chain 1, and then I'm going to do a single crochet right into that stitch. And in the last row, we started with a single crochet, and so now we're going to start with a double crochet. So now you can see these spaces here, the front loops of these spaces that we missed before. are the ones we're going to be working into now. But this time we're going to be starting with a double crochet instead of a single crochet. And we're going to do that for every other round. We're going to change that. So for the next one, it would be a single crochet. For the next one, it would be a double crochet. But now you're going to find this front loop that we missed. And you can see them going all the way down, the front loops that we missed on those single crochets, and that's where you're going to put your double crochet. Just like that. And then on the top of the double crochet, working into the back loop, you're going to put a single crochet. And then again, you're going to work a double crochet into this front loop that you missed from before. So go right into there. You can use the side of your hook if you need to. And then again, in the top of this double crochet, you're going to do a single crochet into the back loop. And again, working a double crochet. And into the next, working a single crochet. And again, a double crochet into the front loop. And then a single crochet into the back loop. And as you go, you're going to see your pattern really start to take effect, and it looks so cool. So this is basically your row repeat for this, but I'm going to keep going just to make sure that you get it. And now we're right here, a double crochet. And now we're going to single crochet into the back loop. And then you're going to end with a single crochet into this right here, to this space right here. Okay? So that's what it looks like. And then you're going to cut off . And now we're going to bring in another color. So now I'm going to bring in some green, and we're going to go right into here into this first stitch. Again, bringing in our green here. We're going to chain one and then do a single crochet. Just like that. And then now we're going to start with a single crochet into the back loop, because remember before we did the double crochet. So now we're going to do a single crochet in the back loop. And now we're going to do a double crochet right here into the top of this double crochet. So right here, I'm going to do a double crochet. And then in the top of this double crochet from before, we're going to do a single crochet in the back loop. And then again for this one, double crochet, and then in the back loop, do a single crochet. And then again, double crochet. And then in the next one, a single crochet in the back loop. So you're just going to keep going, alternating the double crochets and the single crochets. Okay, and now we're at this one right here, so we're going to put a double crochet there on top of our color, and then we're going to end with a single crochet right under both of these, just a normal single crochet in the end here. Okay, and then you can cut off, and then you'll go back to the gray again. So you pull through. That's what it looks like. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you need any help or anything, don't hesitate to ask. You can find me in the YouTube comment section below, obviously, and I try to get to everyone. But if you're not comfortable with that, I have a Gmail, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and I would appreciate you coming over to visit me there. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that notify me bell below so that you can get notified of my future videos, okay? So I'll see you soon. Happy crocheting, guys. Bye-bye.